Thought I'd have a little fun tonight and record myself playing some guitar to put on Facebook. Just do a few things with the electric, the acoustic, my new acoustic, and my 12-string. That's a little lame, but how about this? I don't know a whole lot of full songs, but I know parts of different songs. That one part thing that I did in a previous video on the acoustic would sound like electric. With distortion, let's find out. Better with the acoustic. Anywho, let's move on. am, of course, using the amp. Now let's play my brand new guitar. I'm real partial to the color blue, cobalt blue being my favorite color, so I couldn't pass this one up, being that it's almost cobalt blue. But it's really cool, and I love the mother of pearl inlays in the fretboard. I think that's just absolutely awesome. And it's an electric acoustic. Of course, for this guitar, gotta turn it way up. Just messing around. I also like the fact that it has its own volume control, which I keep about there, I think I like, and its own treble, bass, and middle, and shape. I mean, it's also got its own tuner. You push this button, it actually turns the amp off and shows me where I'm at to get a tune, which I thought was pretty awesome. Anyway, here's something I've been fiddling around with, just a basic simple riff. See what you think of this. Something I figure I'd play around with. I'd like to do some overdubbing hopefully in the future, and put together something kind of cool with that. Another thing I've been fiddling around with. What I used to play, I haven't really messed with that one in a while. No, that wasn't right. something for a while when I'm writing, I kind of lose it, but it's just the way I am. That was it. Something I've been fiddling around with, trying to work on it here and there, but I don't know. I'm kind of a person that gets hyper-focused, which was described to me as something that I will focus like all my energy on something for a long time, and then I'll get bored with it and move on to something else. It's a problem I'm trying to combat, you know, while I try to strengthen my guitar playing and learn some new techniques. I get real bored real fast sometimes. Sometimes I'm like just so focused on something that nothing else in the world even, you know, bothers me. It's just how I was built, I suppose. Anyway, let's bust out the 12 string. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn off the amp, because I don't have an electric 12 string, just an acoustic. And oh gosh, I don't even know if it's still in tune or not. Sounds alright. Let's try that little thing I was playing on here, see what it sounds like. I already don't like it. See, the thing with a 12 string is, as you've probably seen in the pictures, it has two strings, I don't know if you can see that, real close together. And in order to play it, you hit both strings at the same time. It's almost as if, you know, finger picking, which was what I was doing with that other song I was working on, where I put the pick in my mouth. That's where I keep it. It's really hard to finger pick a guitar like this, because you got to hit both strings and you got to hit them soundly and so that they sound right. A 12 string for most guitarists is a lot more difficult to play than a basic 6. For chords, it sounds really cool. difference. It sounds like a lot more strings. Compared to a regular 6. And you can hear that really loud, or not loud, high-pitched string alongside the regular string. In fact, this string here is very thin and it's tuned higher than the highest guitar on a traditional 6-string. So it's really kind of different. Let's try some Led Zeppelin. Too shabby, but it is a lot harder to get your fingers in the right spot every time. It's just something that you really have to work at if you want to play the 12 string. Of course, that's just me messing around. I do that from time to time. Just play some lead guitar and see what it sounds like. A lot of times though, unfortunately, when I do that, I don't remember what I just did, and even if it did sound really awesome and cool, if I ever want to write a lead part, I'm going to have to really concentrate and figure out what I'm doing. Woo. Another thing that I've found out with a 12 string, there's this thing called alternate picking, where you go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, in a perfect pattern. Even if you're changing strings, and it can be challenging. It's called alternate picking. It's for shredders on electric guitars playing heavy metal, being real fast at playing lead. It's something that most guitarists are supposed to learn. I can do it to a degree, but there's some times when it just feels natural to go from a downstroke to another downstroke because you're changing to another string. Something I have to work on, and really be diligent at figuring out, because it's one of the reasons why a lot of guitarists play sloppily. On a 12 string, I've noticed that trying to do that is kind of difficult because you have to hit both strings. You have to hit both strings at the same time. But, you know, I give it a good shot sometimes. Anyway, let's put that down. Go back to the 12. I'm just going to keep it unplugged. Or I mean the 6. See, that's just me messing around. Let's I'll close out with something that hopefully I can do it pretty well, that me and Scott Williams used to play back in the 90s. And this track on the little CD that I created for us, we did this gig at a coffee shop called The Ugly Mug, and we played this track on that gig. It was one of 2 gigs, our only 2 gigs. So yeah, we weren't very successful, but we enjoyed playing at the time, writing our own music, and this is one that was called Blue. Just the beginning.